Engineering College Raichur from Civil Engineering Department. I would like to present the subject basic surveying, which is having subject code 18CV35. So in that I am taking up the session number 4 of the module 4. The objectives of this session is to make the students to understand the 2-point and 3-point problems of methods of resection in plane table surveying to locate the points whose positions have been already plotted. So the contents are explained in the two methods, 2-point problem and 3-point problem. So 2-point problem, this can be given as the statement. The 2-point problem consists in establishing the position of instrument station on the plan by making sights towards the two well-defined objects which are visible from the instrument station and whose position have been already plotted on the plan. If figure A and B are the two well-defined objects, and small a and small b are their plotted positions on the plan. The capital C is the instrument station and small c is the required position of the plane table on the plan. So here the figure which indicates the method to locate the position of the C with respect to the two ground stations A and B, whose position already it has been plotted. To achieve this one, the problem consists of in making a correct orientation of the instrument, that is placing AB exactly parallel to AB when instrument is set up at C, and then finding C on the plan. For this, select a suitable auxiliary station P so that the angles CAP and CBP are not too small, not too acute, for a good intersection of A and B. Select a suitable auxiliary point P, the fourth point, so that the angles CAP and CBP are not too small for the good intersection. Set up the level table at P, orient the table approximately by compass or by placing AB parallel to AB by eye judgment and clamp it. Now with the early date, placing at A, sight towards A and draw a ray through A. So similarly with the early date, touching B, sight and draw a ray through the B, the two rays intersecting each other at P1, which is the approximate position of the auxiliary station P, as the orientation made at P is only the approximation. With the early date pivoted on P1, sight C and draw the ray estimate and the distance PC by judgment or exactly measuring on the ground. Cut off the P1 C1 to scale equal to the estimated distance PC, C1 being the approximate position of the C. Shift the table and set up and level it at C with the C1 over C by just using the plumbing port. Transfer the point C1 on the seat. Orient the table by placing the early date along C1 P1 and turning it until P is exactly bisected. Then clamp the table. Now with the early date against A, sight A and draw a ray through intersecting the line P1 C1 in C2 with the early date centered on the point C2. Sight B and draw the ray roughly C2. This ray will pass through the B, which is plotted on the sheet, provided the initial orientation at P was correct. But since the orientation at P as well as at C was only approximation, the rays will not pass through B. Let the point of intersection of rays C1, C2B and P1B be B1, which represents the station B. Thus, A P1, C2B1 represents the APCB But since the AB is the true representation of AB, ground stations AB, and small a B1 is the desired position of AB on the seat or on the plan, the error of orientation is the angle made between AB and AB1. So this error can be eliminated by rotating the table through this angle. To solve the 2-point problem, place a lead along AB1, fix the ranging rod at R at a great distance from the table in the line AB1 produced. Then place the lead along the AB and turn the table until ranging rod R is bisected. Clamp the table. AB is thus made parallel to AB, the ground stations AB, and orientation is correct. To find the true position of C, the ground station C, place the lead against A, site A, and draw the ray through A. Similarly, with the lead touching B, site B, and draw the ray through B. So this point of intersection C of these two rays will be on the plan will be giving you true representation of the station C on the ground. The problem of locating the position of the plane table with respect to the already plotted position using 3 well-defined points. So this method is called as 3-point problem. The statement of the 3-point problem is that it consists in establishing the position of instrument station on the plan by making sights towards the 3 well-defined objects which are visible from the instrument station and whose positions have been already plotted on the plan. Suppose capital A, capital B and capital C are the 3 well-defined objects of the ground station. Small a, small b and small c are the plotted positions on the plan, and point P is the instrument station which is required to be plotted, which can be represented by the small p, and that is to be actually plotted on the plan. The solution for this 3-point problem is that placing the lead along AB parallel to the ground stations AB and BC parallel to BC when the instrument is set up at P, and then finding the position of the P on the plan. So this problem may be solved by mechanical method, by the graphical solution, or by trial and error method. So mechanical method, it is also known as tracing paper method. For this, first step is to set up the table at P and orient it as nearly in its the proper position as possible by compass or by placing AB and BE respectively parallel to AB and BC by judgment and clamp it. Stretch the sheet of tracing paper over the plane table sheet and select a point P1 on the tracing paper to represent approximately the station plane table station P. With the lead pivoted on P1, site A, site B and site C successively and draws the ray towards them. Then unfasten the tracing paper and move it over the plane table. Select sheet until the 3 rays are simultaneously passed through the plotted positions of the ground stations A, B and C. Then prick the pin through the point P1 on the sheet with the fine needle point, and the point so obtained is the required point P, which is shown in the figure. Remove the tracing paper, unclamp the table and orient it by placing the lead along the PA and turning the board until A is bisected. As a check, sight the point B, C with the lead centering over the points B and C which have been already plotted respectively. And draw the rays. So these rays should pass through the point P if the work is correct. If not, a small triangle of error is formed which can be eliminated by the trial and error method. So another method is the graphical solution or graphical method. Of the several graphical methods, Bessel's graphical method is best suited, and by inscribed quadrilateral is the simplest and commonly used method. In the Bessel's method, first set up the plane table and level it at the point P. Place the alidade along the line CA and turn the table until A is sighted, such that A is towards A. Clamp the table with the alidade towards C, sight B and draw a ray CB. Unclamp the table, place the alidade along the AC and turn the table until C is bisected such that C is towards C, and then clamp the table with the alidade centered on A, sight B and draw the rays AB intersecting the previously drawn rays CB at the point D. With the alidade along DB, turn the table until B is sighted and then clamp it. The table is now correct oriented position, and P must lie on BD, and also AA and CC. With the alidade pivoted on the A, sight A and draw a ray through the intersecting of the ray BD in P, which represents the instrument station P. As a check, center the alidade on C and bisect the ground station C, and draw a ray through the plotted positions of the C. The rays CC should now pass through the point P if the work is correct. So the plotted positions of the various successive positions of the plane table are shown in the figure A, B, C. So in the first two steps, instead of sighting through A and C, the drawing rays through towards B in any two of the points may be used, and rays drawn towards the signal corresponding to the third, which is then sighted in the third step. The trial and error method. It is also known as a triangle of error method. In this method, the position of the station point on the seat is found by trial. It is quick and accurate method. Set up the plane table and level it and orient it as nearly as possible by the compass or by the eye judgment. Within the alidade touching A and B, A, B and C, sight the ground stations A, B and C respectively. Draw the rays AA, BB and CC. As the table is not correctly oriented, these rays will not pass through one common point, but will form a small triangle which is known as a triangle of error. Now the triangle of error can be eliminated by the repeated trials. So this triangle is eliminated so that the three rays AA, BB and CC pass through the one common point, which is required point of the plane table position on the ground station, which is going to be transferred to the seat. The position of this point can be estimated from the triangle of error by the application of Lemon's rule. The triangle formed by joining the ground points A, B and C is called as the great triangle, while the circle passing through these points is known as a great circle. The Lemon's rule can be used to orient the plane table and plot the plane table position on the plan. The distance of the point P from each of the rays AA, BB and CC is in proportion to the distance A, B, C from the P respectively. When looking in the direction of each of the points A, B, C, the distance are going to be estimated, and the point P will be found on the same side of the three rays AA, BB and CC, that is, it is either to the left or to the right of the three rays. So it follows from the above two rules that if the instrument station P lies outside the great triangle ABC, the triangle of error falls outside the ABC, which is already plotted on the sheet, and the required point P is outside the triangle of error. Similarly, if the station P lies within the great triangle ABC, the triangle of error falls inside the triangle ABC, and the point P must be within the triangle of error. Although the above rule suffice for the solution of this problem, yet two more rules are given for the assistance. When the station P is outside the great circle, the point P is always on the same side of the ray, which is drawn to the most distant point as intersection of the two other rays. So when the station point P is outside the great triangle ABC but inside the great circle, within one of the three segments of the great circle formed by the sides of the great triangle, the rays drawn towards the middle point lies at the point P, and the intersection of the order of the two rays. After estimating the position of the point P by applying the above rules, they orient the table by placing the aldehyde along the line joining P and one of the points A, B or C, and turning the table until the corresponding point on the ground is bisected. Then cite the other two stations and draw the rays. So these rays will pass through a common point P if the estimated positions of the point P has been corrected. If not, the another but small triangle of error will be formed. Assume a new positions of P with reference to the new triangle of error and repeat the procedure until you will be getting all the drawn rays will pass through the point P as the established. So these are the few methods for plotting the positions of the plane table. In the earlier two methods, the ground stations are located, and in the 2-point and 3-point problem is to solve or to locate the positions of the plane table based on the well defined points whose positions have been already plotted. Thank you.